Ooh, I've got vague memories of this place, but I don't remember what we do here.
The sign says Ms. Astro Chicken. How strange that nobody is playing it. As you look around the arcade, you see that some of your old favorites are still working. Monaco Princess Stunt Drivin', Choke and Croak, Ghetto Blaster, and Dweeb Hunter. The air is filled with smoke, sweat, and ozone, reminding you of your favorite cologne, Night in Programming.
Gotta admit, I don't recognize any of those as
you
references.
look around the arcade, you see that some of your old...
Dweeb Hunter maybe, but that's a long shot.
It's some sort of video art form. Looks like a hand throwing a pizza.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it.
It's some sort of video art form. Looks like a computer-generated fractal simulation of a washing machine.
Right, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Watching this fine youngster brings back fond memories of your youth. Little did you know that all those hours of playing blazin' paddles were in preparation for being a space guy hero type. Watching this fine youngster... Watching this...
They're all the same?
Gazing at the wastebasket, your impulse, nay, your very instinct, nay, the very fibers of your being, scream out for you to pick up that garbage. But you're too busy.
Can I at least search it and see if there's anything useful there?
You resist those inbred custodial tendencies to collect garbage. You have much more important garbage to tend to. As you look around...
Anything else?
The dead fish in the sushi bar machine appear to have been dead far longer than they were fish. The sushi bar was not one of Buckazoid Bill's greatest ideas.
I can't even tell that that's a sushi bar, but anyway.
The change machine looks like a time machine more than a time machine looks like a time machine. For a change.
Great sentence.
This slime flyer machine has seen better days. Boy, you'd think after all these years they'd come up with something more sophisticated than frogs jumping from log to log.
I'm not explaining that one. You can look it up.
As you look, your best score on Cap'n Zappo was 251. This kid has 15,290,912. The Ghetto Blaster game is completely socially irredeemable, gratuitously violent, and without a doubt, the most popular arcade game ever.
It doesn't even have a cursor around it. Can I look at this one? No. Alright, so I think we owe it to ourselves to play Mrs. Astro Chicken if the game will let us. Whoa, oh shit. Huh. Is that our way out of here?
Wilco.
Smoking is bad for your health.
Okay. Let's see if we can actually play that machine. That's interesting. That may actually be the way out of here.
The sign says...
Once again, I think, that music. I think me pushing F7 on that screen is really screwing it up. That was way too fast for me to see what's going on. What am I doing? Right, I need to slow the game down, clearly. Also, I've got no idea if we lost Buckazoids, but I don't know how many Buckazoids I had to start with, so... we played it, we have a game over. We're waiting. Alright, let me just slow this down. How many Buckazoids have I got? 201 plus 30... You know what? I can't tell. I can't tell. Flight of the Pullets. Okay, so if I right click... tossing eggs. How do I get more eggs, though? And is this relevant to anything? Oh, that's sound effect. So left clicking is moving me around and right clicking is throwing an egg. I think we've got to take it down there. What is that? Media vision? Is that a reference to something, perhaps? How do I get more eggs? Oh, too low. We can get more eggs by dying, but that's obviously not desirable. That sound effect. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything here. Like there's no coded special message hidden in the game this time. I think this might just be a fun distraction. The fact that the time pod is turning up there makes me think that I need to go into the other store first. I don't even remember what it was. Wait, that's where we get our eggs. Yeah, I don't know if there's any benefit to doing this. I'll probably check it out in post. Just get up to 100 points just in case, because 100 seems like a nice round number. Alright. That's fine, don't mind that. Do we get anything for 100 points? No, we just get a standard game over screen and... we are back at the arcade, one Buckazoid poorer. And no points richer. Alright. 136, 136, yep. Well, let's take a look at the last store before we go into the arcade, because I do vaguely recall how we have to get around those two dudes.
This is Socks, a high-class, high-priced dress shop.
That's right, these mannequins.
The latest in swank fashion, displayed in a number of horrifying colors. All the best-dressed bipedal female fashion slaves shop here at Socks. The dazzling decor is just eye-numbing enough to make the price tags hard to read. Wow, you think to yourself, this place is fancier than Fredericks of Uranus.
Uranus? Either way, I'm so uncomfortable.
Hey, not bad for a robotic mannequin. The skin color and cape make a statement, the kind taken in police stations. It's a nice outfit, but you're not sure you have the midriff for it. Fringe, would that be too daring? Would stripes look good on me, you wonder? Those boots are attractive. You like the shoes, but the stripes might make you look overweight.
Come on, game, you can't say
All the
that.
best dressed bipedal. You check out the clerk. You've always had a thing for women with antenna. All the don't mess. While enjoying this banquet of fashion, you wonder what you might look like in one of these cute little frocks. Hey, what kind of thing is that for a studly guy like you to be thinking? Get a hold of yourself, fella.
There's a lot of things I can say in response to that, but today is not the day.
Hiya, hun. I'm Maybot, fashion consultant to the Cosmos. What can we, do with you today?
Well, this is kind of hard to explain.
Just make me look gorgeous.
Oh, let me guess. You want something for someone very special. Someone who died to get the latest in high galactic fashion. Are we right, or are we right?
We're right.
Okay. What size does she take?
Oh, 38.
Oh, I don't think we're right about that.
I'm not sure, but she's built about like me.
Is she? A likely story. Good thing for you, I can keep a secret, sweetie. I'm sure this will suit that special someone's needs. It's all the rage. I suppose you'll want to try it on now. Here, use this dressing room. And honey, if your special someone needs a wig, this one should look pretty good on you.
Just show it the ATM card.
Very lovely, honey. It's made for you. Would you like us to wrap it up? Or would that special someone prefer you to wear it home?
Those quotes.
I think I'll wear it home.
Just what we thought. That will be 60 buckazoids, sicko.
Hey, come on. You know the rule, chat. No kink shaming. Are we gonna get zapped? No, just
You
tossed
should know
out.
by now that you can't just take things without paying for them.
I know that, but I just want to see if I die in any creative way.
Appreciate it, hun.
Alright. We are officially gorgeous.
Thanks for shopping at Saks.
This is Saks, a high-class, high-priced dress shop.
Can't tell if that's a bug or something else that I don't want to talk about. Damn, Roger. Although he's having a bit of trouble walking there, as we can see. I mean, to be fair, I've had problems doing that as well. Just saying. Let me see if we can use the ATM and withdraw a shit ton of cash, which we need for that cable.
It's you! Wow, an Autobot!
Alright.
An Autobot!
We might have a passing resemblance to the ID on that card, so let's see if this works. Pretty sure it will. Ooh. Please select an option. Balance withdraw funds. How much have we got? 2001. I think we will be withdrawing all of that. Thank you very much. Please select one. Clean his house or done.
You can't do that. Don't. You can't. Don't.
And it won't actually let me choose done. Okay.
Keep your hand.
Oh no. I need to push the buttons on the side. Holy shit. We don't have an option other than clean us out. Alright, we are now poor, but hopefully we are rich as far as our inventory is concerned. There we go. So in my research while I was constructing burgers, if you do get 10,000, you can actually purchase the laptop. There is also a laptop on sale here. There was no restriction on it, and you can actually get yourself enough money to purchase a laptop, which is hilarious. It's not something that I'm going to test anytime soon, but it is possible apparently.
These special.
Okay, we can't get that because we are not a dealer, but if we go into the men's side of the catalogue... what I'm very worried about is what type of connector we need.
Pocket Pal connector.
With great patience, you insert each and every one of the 1,999 buckazoids into the salesbot's coin receptor. I did not mean to skip through that. God damn it. Okay, I'm taking my hand off the mouse because clearly it proceeded without my input. although I'm waiting a very long time here. Do I need to click on there? Yeah, I haven't seen anything that we can plug in yet. And maybe there's something in the CD-ROM. But if not, I'm wondering if I've screwed up. Because clearly I need to purchase one of those plugs, and it's got to fit into this, not into this laptop, but into wherever we're plugging it into.
A Pocket Pal adapter plug.
I've got 10 options, and I genuinely don't know which one is correct. Can I go into the CD-ROM? I mean, I know I can go there, but can I go there wearing this outfit? Come on, Roger. You can do it. I just want to get over there. Can I get over there, please? Pretty please. Okay, I don't know how that works, but fine. Well done.
Real ladies don't go 0G swimming in a dress. Real.
Well, what's your point? Yeah, I'm just very, very concerned that... Well, first I've got to purchase this plug. Secondly, I don't know if we can actually come back here once we're done. I do remember the code that I used to get here, so if we need to use the time pod again, if we can use the time pod again, we can get back here pretty quickly. But I don't know if that's a thing. I mean, we're rich, but... Yuck, I don't see what we can do with this connector. Like, which connector do I need? So I think the game's being remarkably sexist right now, saying we don't go swimming in a dress or whatever. Can I get changed?
It's the dressing room door. Keep your hands. Don't. Having already purchased the dress, you decide to stick with men's clothes from now on, even though it was almost too enjoyable. As you change your clothes, you think to yourself that even in drag, you still have incredible animal magnetism. Or is that just a lack of deodorant?
Alright. Roger's back to his standard self again.
Thanks for shopping at Saks.
It's socks. According to the sign, anyway. I wonder if that's a bug or bad voice direction or something. So I think we can go up here. Alright, I don't see anywhere we can plug this laptop into. So unless I'm missing something in here, maybe I'm missing something in the arcade? Maybe? I'll go this way. Unless I'm missing something in the arcade, perhaps. The only other place I can think of where we would use the laptop and a plug is in Valhall's Fortress. And that is basically asking me...
This is Socks, a high-class, high-priced dress shop.
And they're now closed. The only place I can think we would use it is Valhall's Fortress. And that would basically involve me doing some time travel of the fourth wall variety, which is where I save the game, figure out which one I need, and then come back. I don't know if that's the intended solution or not. Let's see if we can evade these two and get into the time pod. And yeah, I think what we have to do is get around them using this thing. As absurd as that sounds.
It's one of Vohal's sequel policemen.
Gotta keep moving, Roger. God, shopping would be so much more
Well, maybe. It's worth a try.
shopping would be so much more fun if we had those sorts of things where you could just go in there and have a random risk of, you know, dying. That's clearly the way out. Right, we're not getting out that way. No chance.
Wilco! I shall pursue the Wilco unit. Stay and guard the area. Affirmative.
I don't recall ever saying that. Damn, we got lots of people chasing us. Holy shit. No, I just want to go up to the top of the screen, please. And maybe I can lure one up here somehow. This is all bearing in mind that I haven't bought the adapter yet. Shit. That was bad.
Zap zap, you're dead.
I missed that one opening. Right, let me try this a few more times and we'll get back in here and get into the time pod. And then maybe I'll break into the time pod, go back to Space Quest 12, or maybe we head to Ulence Flats in Space Quest 1. Take a look around and see if we can find some kind of adapter that we can plug the laptop into, and then we'll see if we can come back here. If we can't...
Halt!
Next time, don't dilly-dally, dude.
I think I've only heard that in one particular game and or movie adaptation before. Dilly-dally. Yeah, I don't know if this is intended to be a fourth wall break where it's like you need to figure out what the adapter is and then load the game and then go through the events again. I don't think I missed it in Valhall's Fortress. I really don't.
Halt! I shall pursue. Affirmative.
Alright, let me make a save or do some skating and I'll see if I can get back into the arcade. Is this dude in here? No.
You
Get
can't
in, Roger.
do that.
No. Get in, Roger.
You give the time pod a long glance. It resembles an overgrown titanium tennis shoe. Keep your hand.
Stop glancing and get inside, now.
This looks like some type of arcade where people mindlessly go adrenal via the latest and not-so-late mind-boggling shoot-em-ups and maze games.
Okay, I do see a code here, so let me just write this down because we may need to come back here. Okay, it's taking me a few goes, but I think I have the code now. I had trouble determining that particular symbol there.
The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally, nothing happens. You're already there, Roger.
Okay, that's good to know. So we can potentially come back here. Let me just try this very quickly. I don't think
The
it'll
power
work though.
of time and
This is going to end awfully, isn't it? I'm glad I chose an easy to remember code, that's all I can say, but This is going to get us killed, isn't it? I don't think I've ever come back here in any of my playthroughs. I imagine we're going to get caught by the pterodactyl again. And it's either going to kill us or it's going to take it back to its nest and then we're going to die. Either way, it's the same outcome. There's no way down there? Really? I need to check that again. One sec. Okay, you see these things here? These are stairs. Can we go down this way? We totally can. And yes, that takes me back to where I thought we'd end up.
The
Okay.
water here.
Can I just drown here or something?
The
No.
water here. It smells just as good as it looks. It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to put your tongue on again.
I suspect that's generic.
Don't mess with. Keep your hands.
Alright, so this just takes us back to a dead end. Interesting. I didn't know we could actually come back here. Speaking of coming back here, let me see now if I can go back to the arcade and whether or not the area is going to be populated and whether we can get back to Hurt So Good. Because if I can, then that'll give me a solution to the adapter problem. I can find what adapter I need and then come back. Let's see if this code works.
And finally,
Ooh, different effect this time. Are we going to be surrounded by sequel police? Not in the arcade, at least. Right, let's have a wander around here. I'm not going to go to the entrance because I'm pretty sure that's going to end very poorly. Alright, fine, we'll go this way. Alright, so once we figure out what exactly we need, we can come back here and grab the adapter. We just... Roger, please. You can do it. Let me just try this out. I don't want to do this and then find that the time pod is missing. Yeah, we can purchase this apparently. If we make enough money with the Monolith
Pocket
Burger
pup?
minigame, we can actually purchase that, which is hilarious. Alright, I accidentally bought one, that's fine. Okay, I think we have our answer. So we either need to go to Ulence Flats or back to Volhor's Fortress. Take a look around and see if I can find somewhere to plug this laptop. I think I might take a look at Volhor's Fortress first. So let me just pull up the code.
the powerful quad, time and space, and final.
Yeah, if you didn't write that down, you are screwed. I've got no idea why the animation is not playing, but that also didn't play during one of my tests. So we'll just get to look at this static screen for a moment. In all of its wonderful 256 color glory. And we should turn up at Volhor's Fortress. I have no idea what's waiting for me. No one here. That's a good sign.
This is the Sequel Police Dispatch Monitor. At the moment, nothing is being displayed.
Can I use it?
You are unable to do anything with that now. It feels remarkably similar to a walled structure.
What about laser? Also, I wonder if the door on the other side is still guarded. No one there? No, okay.
Your innate sense of curiosity makes... None of the codes you punch in seem to have any effect on the door.
I don't suppose I can break the lock. Oh shit.
Well, there's not much left of the lock now.
Huh. I was not expecting that to be the first solution, but okay.
Thanks to your janitorial ingenuity, the door lock is now destroyed, and you may enter and leave at will.
I've got vague memories of what's beyond here. Have you seen Resident Evil, kids? We owe it to ourselves to walk in here at least once.
We're glad you could play Space Quest.
You don't actually get to see anything, alright? What?
This long tunnel contains 3 circular steel portals, each containing nozzle-like projections. You don't? It's very pleasant.
Do I need to use a cigar butt,
It
maybe?
would serve.
We MGS now?
It would. You slide the pre-smoked tobacco stub in your mouth, and after noticing a hint of grease and cruel breath, decide you'll save it for a special occasion. Nothing. You.
I can't ignite this thing? I'm thinking, well, I pretty much know there are infrared lasers here. And if we punch in a code on this thing, it's going to rotate them. Yeah, like that one you can see rotated right there. And we've got to rotate them in such a way that we can get through safely. But I'm not sure how to get them exposed. My immediate thought was to use a cigar butt to create some smoke or something, but we might need a matchbook or something to light the cigar, perhaps. Alright, so just looking around here, I don't see anywhere we can plug the laptop. Where was it that said we needed that specific type of connector? Was it inside a time pod?
This is a small panel
There we
which
go.
provides access to the innards of the time pod. If you have a 3P223 4QR access panel wrench, that is.
Yeah, that doesn't help me. We're looking for an image of the connector. Nice and alphanumeric description. Alright, I think it's time to go to Ulence Flats. I don't know what else to do at this point. It is good to know, though, that we can get back to Space Quest X to take a look at the adapter that we need once we know what it is. Alright, so I've spent a few minutes looking at the code here. And also inside the hint book and just matching it up against the symbols. I don't have that on the recording. I'm just going to enter this in because, honestly, figuring this stuff out is way more hassle than it should be. You're either writing it down or taking a
The
photograph.
powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally...
Oh, no animation today. I already did it once because I screwed up the recording. But we're going to find ourselves on Ulence Flats in Space Quest I, and look at that VGA foreground against the EGA background. That's lovely.
Memories race through your mind. You know you've seen this place in your distant past. The low-resolution features look exactly like a place you once visited called Ulence Flats.
Ulence. Damn it. I thought I had the pronunciation right all the way back in the day. I'm not going back to the first video and fixing it. Ulence. That sucks.
Memories. Memory.
All right, let's explore.
It's a Walmart force field generation unit.
Oh wow, they even changed the text box there. It said low EGA res, whatever you want to call it. That's great.
In the distance, you see sand dunes and sky.
Can't look up at the bar there to see it's Space Quest 1.
This closely resembles the left side of Droids Be Us. This closely... It's you! You give the time pod a long glance.
We're seeing that. I suppose I can just walk out of here.
Ouch! Aw, cripes! I hate it when that happens. Aw, cripes!
Thousands of volts pass through your cranium, turning your brain into a quivering mass of short-circuited neurons, which effectively terminates all interpretation of sensory impulses.
Great sentence.
Your musculature spasms for the last time as the force field shock causes you to give up the ghost.
Yeah, that's right. We can't leave here. We have to leave via a skimmer or something so that we're allowed through the force field. Is Droids Be Us open? It is not.
For all of your droid...
Oh, come on. Come on, game.
For all of your droid-related needs, see us when we're open. The poor taste of the building is only matched by the poor taste of the architect. Looks like ordinary sand to me, Roger. In the distance, the sign indicates that this establishment is not open for business.
Can I break in?
The sign in... Don't mess with it. Don't...
No.
Ouch!
Looks like... This must be the back of the bar. Some fading graffiti adorns the wall. You don't know what it says, but you're sure it's not flattering. This must be the back... This...
If we wait long enough, I do wonder whether we're going to see some powder come out of here.
You see the Droids Be Us store in the distance.
I might just wait here a moment. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes and nothing has happened, so I'm going to move on.
As you check out the Sen bikes, you wonder what kind of cheeseball would own one.
Question is, can I steal them?
The sign suggests that this place might be a bar. The sign... It looks like it came from the planet of the warts. This ship must be the Plantar's deluxe model, with authentic mosaic upholstery. This long-legged beauty stands silently, waiting for its jet-faced owner to return.
How do you know it's got a jet-faced owner? Curious.
Why would you want to wreck the nice bike?
I don't want to wreck it, I just want to hop on it and take it for a joyride.
Why would... There is... It doesn't smell great, but it smells better than you. It smells just as good as it looks. It needs salt. Nah, you'd rather not. You never know where it's been.
Let me know if you're interested in a smell run and or a taste run, folks. It's still here.
This building is quite small. Maybe this is why it's called Tiny's. You've obviously found the location of Tiny's used spaceships. Lucky you.
It was canon that we bought the other ship and burrowed into the dust. Dirt. Sand. Whatever it's called.
At the bottom of this excavation is a small craft almost totally buried in dirt. You remember barely making it back out when the engine died. This is the tale of a ship parked for business at the Ulence Flats Bar. There it is. Good old dirt. There it is.
But there's nothing in there that I
This
can
ship
grab.
is not for sale.
Not at this time, anyway.
This must be the Yugo of spaceships. You wonder why anyone would bother to lock it.
The what of spaceships?
This must be the Yugo of spaceships. You wonder why anyone would bother to lock it.
It sounds like the narrator is saying Yugo instead of Volkswagen. I assume that is also a trademark problem that they had when they re-released this game or something like that. Nothing here.
It's a Walmart force field generation unit.
And yet Walmart is mentioned there.
In the distance. Looks like look.
Alright, I actually don't think there's much we can do here, other than maybe trying to steal one of these ships.
Keep your hands to yourself. You can't do that.
No, we're gonna go into the bar.
The old bar is still here. The smell of Coronian ale stinks up the place. The aroma leads you to remember vividly your previous visit here. You break out in a cold sweat.
Well, looky here. If it ain't Mr. Look at Me, I'm in VGA. What's the matter? Monochrome not good enough for you? What's this? 256 colors all for one little bitmapped wimp? What a waste of VGA. Hey, fellas, I bet I can toss them all the way out from the bottom of the stairs. Bitchin' ale.
Harsh. I do love the way that they've redone that, or they did a cutscene there, and the background was in EGA and the characters were in monochrome. That's actually really cool. Playing by their own rules. That's the Astro Chicken sound effect. Alright, what do we do?
Nothing happened.
So I'm wondering what that sound effect in the background is. Whether that's a problem with the ROMs, or maybe it's something with my computer. Give me a sec. No, it is definitely something that's playing in the background the entire time.
This must...
How do I get into the building? Like that. And this music though.
Boy, that was close. Hey, how come their bikes can go through the force field?
You've forgotten about the skimmer, Roger. The skimmer could get through the force field. Why wouldn't the bikes be able to get through there?
You hear a high-pitched whine from the east.
Whoa.
Nice reflexes. Life is pounded loose from your body by the impact of the sand bike. Now this is a pain that'll...
Alright, so we have to do some dodging. Gotta kick down the bikes. And I managed to do one dodge by clicking the walk icon at the right time. Looks like I might have to do a couple of dodges. I don't recall why I have to get into the bar. But it seems like that is my objective at the moment.
Boy, that was close.
Once again, vehicles are allowed through the force field. You know this, Roger.
You hear a high-pitched whine from the east.
There we go.
Boy, that was close.
Hopefully they can't bring their bikes inside the bar. So we're inside.
You see a man behind the bar serving drinks.
Let's have a look around.
There's the bar, just as you remember it. You see the bar's floor. This looks like the bar in Space Quest I. This looks like... You see...
No comments on what was standing here previously.
This looks like... There's some writing on the wall above the stairs. Perhaps it says, watch your step.
They kind of look like the codes we've got in our time pod, but I don't think we can make 6 characters out of them.
You see 2 guys singing. There is a stage here with 2 guys singing. From your position in the bar, you can only see sky through the window. The band members have nothing of interest. They don't have time to talk right now.
Can I take that microphone?
The band members...
No. What about you?
Hey,
Aren't you the guy who broke my slot machine? You owe me some money.
Damn.
Well, I gotta run. My hog pod's double parked. Hey, it's been swell talking to you.
You don't want to get into that mess again. You don't.
I mean, to be fair, your slot machine killed a lot of people, including myself in a couple of alternate timelines.
You see a book of matches on the bar countertop.
Ooh, we need those.
You pick up the book of matches.
I think that's all that's here from memory, and also just looking around here and around the landscape, I think that's all we're going to find.
A book of matches. Don't mess with it.
Alright, let's get out of here.
You hear a high-pitched whine from the east.
Oof.
Nice reef. Now,
Action sequences, and quite frankly,
You
not
can't-
particularly interesting action sequences.
you pick.
Hey,
That
aren't you
graphic,
the guy
though.
who broke my slot machine? You owe me some money.
Well, I gotta run. My
Well, these graphics. This is good stuff. I love this. Alright, let's make a save. And dodge this dude somehow.
You hear. Boy, that.
Alright, we need to get out of here. Now, from memory, I think we need to head back to Space Quest 12 and take a look at that corridor. So, I've got the code up on Notepad on the other screen because I came prepared today.
The power of time and.
Skipping through that is not helping. We have to actually wait for the music to stop. Alright, let's get out of here. Hopefully there's no one around. Do we still have the unstable ordnance? Of course we do.